The following is a Thorf TV production brought to you in cooperation with Jack Thorfinson. Thorf TV is proud to present the SOCS Show! Brought to you live from Mr. Holster's Ranch way up north near the Canadian border. Let's have a big round of applause. Here he comes, direct from the bar, Mr. Holster! I bet he's coming from a bar, Jack! That guy's the biggest rounder. Mr. Holster, hey, that's me! Howdy, Purge, yeah, it's me, Mr. Holster, and look who's back in town. It's Jack, all the way back from SHOT Show, and boy, does he have stories to tell. Let's get this show on the road, Jackson. Yeah, I know, Jack, it's cold in here, isn't it? We're going to have to get... we got a new stool. It's, yeah. We're going to have to get this show going here because it's cold in here. That's 48 degrees in here. That's 10 degrees warmer than it is out there. It's negative 10 outside, guys. Here we go. What Jack get out for us tonight? Michter's Single Barrel Straight Rye Whiskey. 42.4% alcohol by volume, Jack. That makes it 84.8 proof. Well, let's pop the top on this one, as Machine Gun Kelly would say. Am I blocking you, Jack? Jack, I'm blocking you. Move the camera. Oh, I don't want to spill that. And we can do it. We can do a sloppy job, Jack. It's your channel. I'm sorry. Hey, okay. It was a joke. Oh, touchy. Well, let's pop the top on this one, as Machine Gun Kelly would say. Good stuff, huh, Jack? Let's take a whiff of that. Yeah, and it's a real cork with a real wooden top. The good stuff, Jack. Okay. See if we can get ourselves going. Yeah, it's nippy in here, buddy. We'll take the old ranch shot glass. Oh my God. West Texas dust. Pour a little, all things in moderation, a little in the old glass. Now we're going to be moderate tonight because we got a double IPA in my mug here that's probably going to put Mr. Holster away right there tonight. Kind of tired. Had a little problem with the stock tank. Yeah, the freezing stock tank. Okay, let's get going here. Get this show on the road to the sunny slopes of long ago. That doesn't heat you up and cool you down all at the same time. I tell you, my wife was a little upset with me last night. And she got up kind of grumpy too, because at 3 in the morning there was a guy outside pounding on the door. Apparently this gentleman had lost his way and was trying to find his way home. He had one too many. Yeah, it was me. But my wife thinks this morning, she told me she thinks she's found a way to solve the problem and keep me home more. She said she's going to adopt the bartender from the VFW. But I got up this morning, and as soon as my gotta have a little IPA here. Get me going. That is good stuff. As soon as my feet hit the ground, so did my head. And my wife said, yeah, that looks kind of bad there. You should go see the doctor. So I went into town to see Doc Shaky Hands. Remember Doc Shaky Hands? And I said to the doctor, I said, I don't know what's wrong with me. Every morning I get up and look in the mirror and I want to throw up. And the doctor said, well, we'll check you over and see if we can find anything wrong, but it appears your eyesight is perfect. And I said to the doctor said, by chance, Mr. Holster, do you drink? And I said, well, I have a drink or two on occasion. It's something special, like if the sun goes down. But I never touch this stuff during a total eclipse. And I said, besides, I don't drink half as much as Jack Jack's been tight more times than Rosie O'Donnell. I blew that joke, Jack. Can I do it again? I don't drink half as much as Jack. Jack's been tight more times than Rosie O'Donnell's slacks. I don't know. I like the first version better, Jack. Yeah, well, there's the monologue. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm rusty. You've been gone for like 2 weeks. I'm rusty, okay? I'm rusty. It's cold in here, and the bar's in a different spot. Everything's throwing me off, Jack. Yeah. You don't care. Well, thank you. I'm glad you don't. This is what I thought I'd talk about briefly tonight. I'm going to talk about this right here, and then we're going to look at some of the photographs Jack took from his trip. And yeah, so I wanted to show these because I bought these. I can use a little cleaning, I guess. I bought these, I'm going to say 30 years ago. It was at least 28 probably. And these are from Brownells. If we can get that right. Yeah. Well, we'll move the shot glass. People at Brownells probably just assumed that wasn't in the shot. Not that at any rate, I bought this at Brownells probably 30 years ago, I'm guessing. It was back like 1990. And my recollection was it was a big deal buying them because it cost over $100. It was my recollection. But I could be wrong on that. Mr. Holster's memory is... They say that's the first thing to go, but I've had a couple other things. At any rate, this is what it is. It's a screwdriver set with hollow ground screwdriver blades, if you call them blades. Bits. Yeah, bits. And my thinking was it was $119 when I bought it back then. And I got on the internet and checked Brownells, and I'm not sure. They had a 44 set piece, and I haven't counted all these, so I'm not sure. I don't think the piece I saw had the small screwdriver, and maybe some of the bits were short. I don't know. But that was $129 on their website. So, to give you an idea of the cost, but this has been the best investment I have made in guns in my whole career playing with guns. Is this to keep you from buggering up, especially if you got revolvers, buggering up screws on firearms and scratching them. Magnetic driver, the tips stay in place. You can use the exact size instead of just grabbing a screwdriver and schmucking it up. So I just thought I'd share that with you and let you know that it may seem like a lot of money, $129 for a set of good screwdriver like this. Well worth it in the long run. Just in the savings on, if you sell the guns down the road, you haven't marred them all up and you get so much more money. You'll get the money back. Thought I'd just mention that quick tonight. The other thing I wanted to share with you, I'm drinking my IPA here. Out of this glass that my mother gave me. I think, I'm pretty sure that was the Christmas... I'm pretty sure I was 18 years old, the Christmas that I was 18. Put it that way, yeah. So yeah, this is back in the 70s, and she gave this to me for Christmas, and I wanted to share it with you, and I decided I really couldn't do it on my other channel. I could only do it over here because this has some things on it that YouTube doesn't like. And I want to talk about that briefly. This right here is, it says on there, I guess I got to start over here. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. And this is a signing of the Declaration of Independence that's been engraved on this pewter mug. I don't know how well that's showing up. Probably not very well, but I'll give it one go around. Of course, it's got a little flintlock pistol there as the grip. Kind of let you see that. I'm probably going the wrong way. Yeah, I'll hold it there if you want. You got nothing else to do, you can freeze frame and look at it. Let's do it that way. That's that side, and that's that side. And this is what I find funny is my program's being demonetized on the other channel, Mr. Holster channel. One of them that's been constantly demonetized, and I couldn't figure out why. was really is that USFA sheriff's model. So the last time I did that video, I tried to be very careful to not talk about the gun as United States Firearms sheriff's model. You see? Because I went back and looked at the other videos they demonetized, and I was repeatedly going the United States, United States, United States Firearms, United States Firearms. I wasn't referring to it at all as a USFA. I kept saying United States Firearms, United States Firearms. You see, and I think that's why I got demonetized. That, and of course it was called a sheriff's model, which is another thing that gets you demonetized. You want to talk about the military, police, sheriff's department, or the United States of America, much less make a video where you're talking about the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence. You see what I'm saying? And I thought I'd share that with you because in all the things that they seem to deem not like, which would be alcohol, tobacco, off-color jokes, they really disliked. My wife disliked some of them too. Some of our jokes. But along with that, they put the United States of America, the Constitution, and the military in that too. Those apparently are programmed into the AE, and I say artificial intelligence. And that's a correct term for it, because the people that program it, I think, are... Yeah. Any rate, so I just want to talk about that briefly. It's one of the reasons we're over here. Let's go look at Jack's stuff and see what he's snapshots he's got from his trip to share with us.
Here's Jack in his car, and you missed that car now, don't you, Jack? Huh? Aren't you sorry you lost your car? You got nothing to drive, and no, I'm not going to let you drive my truck. You can ask all you want. It's not going to happen, Jack. Anyway, I don't know why Jack does this, but he always takes pictures of officers that pull him over. He's got a collection, a whole wall of them. Here's the first one that pulled him over on the trip. Here's the second one. And this gentleman here, and Jack actually went out with him that night. This fellow pulled him over on the next time. How many times you get pulled over on this trip, Jack? And then Jack saw this officer here outside of where he worked, and Jack asked him if Jack stopped and said, you know, for $50, if you give me some toilet paper and a crayon, I'll write you up a dossier on anybody you want so you can get a warrant to tap their phone. And he didn't think it was funny, and he had to talk to the special officer in charge, and they were going to arrest Jack. And Jack had to call his former boss here, and he greased the skids and got Jack out of there. But seriously, Jack, you shouldn't play games like that. There's a place and time for everything, and you were supposed to go down to SHOT Show and get pictures of the guns, and instead, this is the kind of stuff you come back with. Seriously, Jack? Well, at any rate, that's about all the photographs he has you guys haven't already seen. I thought I'd share them with you tonight.
Well, there you go, guys. For Mr. Holster and Jack. Hey, wake it up, huh, buddy? Yeah, wake up for the end of the program. From Mr. Holster and Jack, we hope you enjoyed the show. Till next time, go out and stay safe.